What's up, everybody? Brandon Gordon Gab, GabGames.com, and this is Need for Speed Unfucking Bound. Unfortunately, what the hell? Oh, I'll put it back there. Unfortunately, Jackass here washed his headphones in the goddamn washer. But anyway, we're fresh off crunches. 203, yeah, 200, 510, that's 100, 200, 50, 60, 70, 80, 220. Did 220. And I was using the weight. I got to double check my laundry. So when my mother come home, she got something to eat. I got her 3 pork chops in the air fryer. I got to check on those, and then I'll cut up some potatoes for her and put them in the air fryer also. Then she can eat that with a salad, pork chop, some air fried potatoes, and a salad. That'll be her dinner when she come home. I just ate a sandwich, so I'll be fine. Me, I'm Drift King. I like drifting around. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be doing some drift races.
In our vicinity.
I control the speed here. I just ate a sandwich and some orange juice. I'm gonna have a busy day with me tomorrow, so I'll probably eat a pork chop tomorrow. Or I'll probably eat some potatoes today. That don't sound bad. Some potatoes and lift the weight. But let me go double check that stuff first. 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. Good news is pork chops are done. I just skinned, I peeled, and chopped up 2 potatoes of a decent size to put with it. Those are in the air fryer. After this lap, after this race, I'm gonna take out trash. Food will be ready. Trash be out. And no reason to come in, bitch, and complain. Fellas, ladies, this is how you, if you've been off all day, it's how you should greet somebody when they come home. Spouse, parent, I don't give a fuck who it is. Kids, let them come home to some food and a reason to stay the fuck out your hair. Exercise. Home all day. Fuck you been doing? You know? Like what you do? Play the game all day? Yes. Food is on the stove. House is taken care of. Going back on the game until you're ready to make some love, baby. Unfortunately, I live with my mother, so I can't say the last part. I'm going back on the game unless you need me. Till be out chasing hoes all day. In the street with my hood rat friends doing hood rat things. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And if you're really feeling like it, I can use some help getting a lump sum of money. So gabgames.com will take you to my GoFundMe for my teeth. Nobody donated but me, so I ain't got anybody that really cares. I don't expect anybody to help, but it would have been nice. Some money. Save and eventually get it. Hardest thing is to ask for help. But I'm asking, almost begging. Can't keep taking pain medication like some junkie. I blame. It's not all men that act like me and move like me, and that's because we live in a society, especially in my community, where when I say my community, the black community, where at 18, parents kick their kids out. I'm having this conversation with this argument with my mother, I said my mother, with my daughter's mother. My daughter's 16, she won a job. Went behind my back and got a job after I told her no. Like, you're not poor, you're an only child, you're spoiled. You don't need a job, your only focus should be school. We live in a society where where in the black community especially, they force their kids to grow up really fast. And at 18, a lot of parents kick their kids out of the house just because they're legal. They're like, you ain't my problem no more, get out. So people don't get a chance to mature. Like I said, I had to fight my way back into my mama's house. I didn't move back into my mother's house until I was like 33. I was moving from place to place a little bit. A lot more than people pretend, happened. I didn't move back in here till 33. So from 18 to 33, I kind of had an unstable lifestyle. So what looked easy came with a lot of hard work, a lot of trials and tribulations. And I'm trying to avoid that for my daughter. So you can't expect somebody to mature when they don't have stability. People get stuck in survival mode. Understand? Person in survival mode never thrive. No, not to bring race into this, but Hispanics, people of Spanish descent, they all stay in one house, like three families deep, and then everybody by the end of 10 years all own a house because they all bunk together and pay a mortgage together. White folks do the same thing. They don't push their kids out until like maybe 30, 28, 30. Then you got to go. That's a whole 10 years, 12 years more than the average black person. Asians, nobody know what Asians do because they stay quiet and secret. You know what I mean? Black folks are the only ones that kick the kids out at 18. Nobody say you don't work. You work, go to school, yeah, but they kick them out. Then wonder why they're having a hard time. But anyway, I got to take out this trash. I'll be right back.
Calling all units. We have a 2440 in front of us.
Gotta shut the fuck up. That's what you got. Got my coat. Got my keys. Forgot my trash. Let's see. Go. Here we go. Let's go. Horseshoe. That's my main trash.
Looks like we got ourselves a racer here. 2440 on our sights.
Okay, I'm back. I'm Brandon Gordon Gab of GabGames.com. Not to be confused with anybody else. And this is Need for Speed. Unbound. Ah, so trash is out, dishes are clean, food's on the table. The only thing I have in the dryer are my sheets. It's nothing to complain about, but you know how it go. So that was nice, but you could have at least. It's always something because people are never satisfied. I don't got time to deal with that shit no more, ladies. I deal with that with my mother. My daughter's a spoiled brat that sometimes go too far. I need peace. I need appreciation, and I need love. Got me a big ass cup of water with ice. Like for real, for real. just what I need. I ain't gotta come home and do nothing but relax. Like, well, you could have at least. Could have at least. You got food in your stomach. Are you tired? You got a poopy. Got an itch. I can't scratch because that ain't my problem. No. How the hell you even get that close, bitch? Hey, I love you, boo. Alicia Clark, that's my boo. I love her. She's so pretty. And she play ball. And did I say she's so pretty? And she got a big, beautiful smile. And she athletic thick too. Come here, girl. She played for the Seattle Storm in the WNBA. That's my boo. I think she's so pretty. I got to see her play live. She just as pretty in person. Brandon Gordon Gab. Don't confuse me with anybody else. Trying to show off. That's my fault for trying to show off. Hey, ladies, for 40 bucks, 2 hours, I'll teach you how to play any game. Give me 2 hours of your time and $40. Unless I need to purchase the game. Then you gotta cover purchase costs. I teach you how to play any game. In a stress-free environment. Just don't fall in love with me. Strictly professional. Don't be trying to get in my pants. Cheater. Nah, still scrape the front. Son of a bitch. And I'm thinking, like, why is this shit getting so goddamn narrow? The hell? Wow. $40. I love you, AC, Alicia Clark. That's my boo. What's up, girl? So possible to love a stranger. She pretty. She pretty. Let me go get my fries. My fries should be done out the air fryer. You gonna run the same race back? I just enjoy the race. Yeah, different car. That was the Flash. We gonna use we gonna use Bell this time. After this, thinking like I could do some push up, but I don't know. Got to get up early. And what they got to do with anything? It don't matter. A guy spent a year in jail. He chose to take the year in jail because the bank accidentally sent him $1 million. This is not the car I want. So it was either give the money back or do a year in jail. He did a year in jail. I would sue the bank for emotional distress after I got out of jail because it was your error. I did a year in jail on a mistake you made. That's the speed force. I'm not obligated to reverse flash and the flash. I'm not obligated to fix your mistake. You made the mistake. I don't got to give you that shit back. That's your mistake. This is Belle. Because Belle slayed the beast. No princesses, princess without her. No princesses. She's Queen Belle now, right? Without her crown. Belle is most likely, out of all the Disney princesses, to be the worst ruler. The whole village used to talk about her. All her royal subjects used to treat her like shit. That weirdo, except the book guy. That weird ass bitch. Reading, giving opinions and shit. So Belle is most likely to be the most cold hearted and off with everybody's head. Her and Elsa. Because they couldn't wait to turn on Elsa. Cinderella was only her stepmother and her stepsisters. And then her stepsister started kissing her ass when she became royalty. But I told you how much I love you, stepsister. My mama, she was just a bitch. You know? So, Belle. Belle is the most likely. Snow White don't want to do shit.
Dispatch, we have ourselves a 2440 right here.
Snow White was a hoe. I hoe. She got a man for every day of the week. That all get a little bit. Mulan's not even a real princess. Princess Tiana, the first black princess. And she married a broke man. Because ain't no black people gonna have no money in Disney. What was Naveen? Was Naveen even black? Everybody talk about the first black princess. Nobody talk about how there was a black prince. That's okay, because the black man don't matter. Shows how much they care about the black man. Nobody say, hey, the first black prince in Disney. It's always the first black princess. That potato was not enough. Said Mulan's not a princess. Now let's make people uncomfortable. Talk about the Epstein files. Now, before I get started on that, I do believe that pedophilia is wrong, and people shouldn't be taking advantage of little kids. Right? Let's make that statement clear before I go where I'm about to go with it, because I'm gonna say shit people will not like. Just because people are in the Epstein files don't mean they're pedophiles. You got a friend, y'all been friends for 10 years. You've been to this friend's house. Y'all done been to barbecues, y'all been out together, all this shit. And you find out this friend is a crackhead. They've been smoking crack at their house. You've been to their house. You ain't never seen them smoke crack. But because you've been to their house, now everybody assumes you're a crackhead. Is everybody that's been to that person's house a crackhead? No. You can't call everybody a crackhead because that one person was doing crack. So, all that release the names is just ignorant talk. People being distracted by the media. Because if they're all pedophiles, you got a friend, that did crack, you're a crackhead. If you got a friend that's a Swiftie, you're a Swiftie. If you got a friend that claims the Beehive, you're a part of the Beehive. You're the real Slim Shady. Please stand up. So that Epstein file shit, grain of salt. Because if I got a friend I find out was doing crack, it don't make me a crackhead. You feel me? Now, secondly, because I was talking about Disney, it made me think of Pixar. Let's talk about Wreck-It Ralph and Penelope Von Cruz relationship. Is it okay? Or is it not okay? Because technically, they're video game characters. They don't age. In a digital construct, age is non-existent. right? So how weird or unweird is it? Right? They're never getting older. They're never getting younger. Age is a created construct at that point. Super Mario has been the same age since forever. Bart Simpson and Lisa has been the same age since forever. Pick a show, they don't age. Pick a animation, they don't age. So, in a world where universes collide, what is age? In that type of world? Exactly. But I gotta peek. Let's talk about Ghost. Now, this is the Beehive. Harry Potter. Moaning Myrtle. Moaning Myrtle. The ghost lady. She looks the same age as Harry Potter, but she got like 40 years on her. Right? Is she considered a pedophile for trying to look at a high school boy in the tub? I want to know the rules. Can ghosts be pedophiles? I'm asking the tough questions here since everybody likes to throw around the word. What's your definition? Thought of pedophiles, people that like people underage, right? What's the definition of pedophile? What's the definition of pedophile? See?
More about the clinical criteria used in the DSM-5?
No, I don't care. It's an adult who is sexually attracted to prepubescent children. So, they're not even talking about somebody that's like into teenagers. Like, shouldn't that definition change to cover anybody underage? Like, the technical definition, shouldn't it be changed to cover anybody under 18? They talking about anybody under puberty. Now, is it because boobs are boobs? Like, look, it ain't my fault she grew them titties. You see them titties, sir? How was I supposed to know they weren't legal titties? I'm gonna tell your son, stop coming outside in his boxers, not his boxers, his basketball shorts with no draw. Just got dang-a-lang swinging everywhere. Right? Is it because a maturing body is just that, a maturing body? Right? Because kids be 15, 16 with double D. Like, the fuck was I supposed to know? So is that why they say pre-puberty? Because Because once you hit puberty, it's like, there's some things you can't help but notice. But shouldn't that be to cover anybody that's under 18? If you're sexually attracted to prepubescent children, anything post-puberty don't make you a pedophile. Just make you a perv. Given definition. Legal definition. Right, that don't cover teenagers. Crazy. No, it's real crazy. Because I brought up Wreck-It Ralph and Penelope Von Cruz. That's why, and Ghost and shit. Like, in the broader sense, because everybody talking about the Epstein files. If you ain't seen it, nobody ain't heard about it, where you been? Again, not to condone if people were doing that. But if you went to your friend's house and then the next day you found out your friend was a crackhead, do that make you a crackhead? All the neighbors gonna say everybody that go in that house do crack. Imagine going to your friend's house the next day and the neighbors are out there and saying, they do crack, they do crack. Because your friend do crack. That's the Epstein files fiasco right now. They're accusing everybody that's been to Epstein Island of fucking on kids. All because one person may or may not have. That's like finding out one person may or may not have done crack, and that your whole group do crack because y'all been to that friend house. So do you do crackhead or do you do not? Or do you do crack or do
Got
you
eyes
do
on that
not?
red flag driver.
Shut up, you do crack. All cops are bad because one cop did some fucked up shit.
That Brooklyn Singh isn't a Dodge. This clown hit us.
All units, suspect has been spotted at Ziba Ski Resort.
Let's end this and go grab a beer.
2440 still in large control.
Dispatch here, racer out of sight at Ziba Ski Resort.
Sweep every damn corner of this city, people. 2440 is out of here.
All cops are bad because of one cop. All black people are horrible because of what a few do. All white people are part of the KKK because a few are. All Asian people do Asian shit. All Asian people know Kung Fu. Because that's what Kung Fu movies told us. That's the Epstein file. From birth, Asians are thrown off a mountain, and the strongest one that climbs back up is the one that the family keep. That's the Epstein file. You know, do I hope that everybody that was involved in some bullshit, you know, like that, touching little kids and stuff, get what's coming to them? Of course. But do I believe that everybody did that? I don't. You know, there's some people that don't want to think. But that's how I got on that whole conversation. Now, let's go back to ghosts. Can ghosts be pedophiles? Like the ghost from Paranormal Activity, that only want the boys, the little children. The ghosts only want the little children. Pedophile. I think if you stream only for kids, you're a pedophile. Technically. Because you're only attracted to kids. You're only trying to attract kids. You know what I mean? I know they say sexually attracted, but you know, you're only trying to attract kids. You're a predator. You're a child predator. Hey kids, go on your mom's purse. Steal her credit card information. Like, do you think the producer of iCarly? Ah, shit.
This is
Suspect just hit him.
Was on that with them? Oh, people like there was some sexual stuff
Dispatch.
within
that perp just vanished somewhere in Douglas Park.
the show and this and that.
I have to call this one off, dispatch.
But it's like he didn't write the show, did he? He was just a producer. So was it him or the writer? Like, writers tried to put sexual innuendos in TV shows and shit. As far as in the writing. But it's all a blurred line sometimes. Especially when it comes to entertainment. Let's look at my boo. Carrie Fisher, aka Topanga Lawrence. From, wait, is that? I might be getting the names wrong. But Topanga from Boy Meets World. She's supposed to be a heartthrob. She's supposed to be the girl every boy wants to be with. How do you convey that on screen without sexualizing? Jennifer loves huge tits. You know, how do you create teenage boys' crushes without sexualizing people? Like, nobody says it when they go tell, insert, you know, young man here and make him take off his shirt. Now go out there and take off his shirt. Shannon Tatum's whole first half of his career was just basically guy without a shirt. Chris Brown. They sexualized the shit out of Chris Brown. You know? So, at what point is it like too far? Britney Spears. I'm sure she went to a private school. But I don't think she went to a Catholic school. The first You Drive Me Crazy. Her first single, right? I think that was her first single. They parading her around in the Catholic schoolgirl outfit with a short skirt and some some thigh high socks. What's her name? Christina Aguilera. I'm a genie in the bottle. She was kind of sexualized in that too. Dancing half naked on the beach. But I could be confusing videos.
Sure, I've seen that car before.
Could be a J-Lo video. Love Don't Cost a Thing, maybe.
Suspect behind the wheel of a dog. Sassel just hit us!
All units, we've got a fresh sighting of the suspect at Douglas Park.
Dispatch control here. We're going after the perp too.
All units, go get this perp off the streets.
AWC on the scene, dispatch.
You drive me
Dispatch,
crazy.
let's catch this pump. Back to drive set for you, asshole. We're here to take this to gas control.
Deploying roadblock.
Dispatch, I think we're gonna have to call it a day soon.
Stay with the suspect. Reinforcements are on the way.
Oh, we're coming for you, scumbag.
You just call me a slut bag.
You're mine, asshole.
Whoa, that's my asshole.
Reinforcements are very close. Stay with them. All units, this is dispatch. Roadblock deployed.
Stupid! Ah!
Suspect pulled the disappearing act at University Central.
Dispatch, I'm gonna continue searching the area. Call the chase out control.
Anyway. I'm getting better at driving this shit. Because usually this ain't my getaway car. This is the surest way to get caught. Angel Reese. How old is she? Barely 21. They like, ain't she sexy? How old is Angel Reese?
Angel Reese is 23 years old. Would you
23.
like me to find more details about her WNBA career?
No, I didn't ask you none of that shit. I'm not gonna say nothing. One of my favorite rappers, 50 Cent, is beefing with this guy from out of Atlanta and his ratchet ass family. And the guy out of Atlanta is doing too much. Like, he lucky he a step up above Dipset. You know? A step up above Dipset. But the guy out of Atlanta, like, give me one good song that was his that didn't have no features. I really can't tell you. Now he dropping a new album, so he got to keep up. He trying to keep up with rap beef. So people like, let's see what this is about. If he didn't have rap beef, quote unquote, would anybody care about his new album? What was the last album he dropped? And then he just looked bad all around. Because now his son in it and all this other shit. Like, have you ever taught your kids to stay out of grown folks' business? I wish my father would be talking to somebody and I chime in. Shut the fuck up. Go play over there somewhere. Because you're supposed to stay out of grown folks' business. It just ain't your business. That's why his whole family look bad right now. His wife looked like the Hobbit. His son looked like fucking Kermit. And he looked like he can't control his family. They all down bad. He should have just let his CD flop. He did all of this, put his family in the crosshairs and shit, just to sell CDs, just to sell streams. Imagine that. Now everybody talking about your wife and your son and how they look weird just because you wanted to sell CDs. Crazy.